Hey Robert, this is Tristan with Big Picture SEO. We spoke on the phone a little bit earlier today, and I told you I was going to shoot you over this video showing you a couple different ways you can boost your online presence, and this is that video. So I don't want to take up a lot of your time with this, and we have a little bit to talk about, so I'm just going to get straight into it. Now, usually what I do is I go in and I show people their websites and where they're getting their traffic, where they're suffering, and I show them their #1 competitor when it comes to organically ranking. But you don't really have a website built out, at least one that I couldn't find on the first page of Google. And if we keep going down, there's no website here for you guys. It's just a whole bunch of business directories. So the first thing you're going to do is definitely you want to build yourself a website, and I'll show you why. So I put Brightleaf Landscaping inside of this tool I like to use. It's called it's called Airs, and it shows me websites analytics. And I'll explain what all of this means throughout the video, but we're just going to stick with traffic and keywords for now. So traffic is going to be the amount of people that come to their website a month, which that's 215. And keywords are going to be the words and phrases that they place within inside their website and their content that when Google when Google indexes them, it's what they deem they want to be found for. So we can go in and we can see exactly where they're getting their traffic. So Landscaping Durham, NC, North Carolina is going to be their big winner. That has a search volume of 450. So 450 people are looking this up a month. They're in the second position, and they get 65 people a month on their website from that. Landscapers Durham, North Carolina, so just ers instead of in. That's another 450. They're in the fourth position, so they get 41 people a month off of that. And then just Durham Landscaping, another 250 searches, the second position, so they get 36 people. And we can keep going down. Durham County, this is a little bit more broad. You want to try and stay as location oriented and buyer intent as possible. So if you would want to go for Durham County, that's up to you. But I usually choose to stay within cities and whatnot. And then, this is just their business name, Landscaping in Durham. That's only 40, but, third position, and they get 4 people. So, if they close just one of those people, it could be like $1,000 extra or so. Landscape Companies, Durham, North Carolina, 30 people, the 4th position, and they get 3 people a month off of that. So, obviously, they're not getting their traffic just from one place or by listing themselves one way. It's by, the keywords that they have ranking within their website. And so after you have your website built, and you have your content written, the way that you're going to be able to get pushed up through the organic section and get your position higher is by bringing more power to your website. And the way that you do that is with backlinks. And all a backlink is a website that has your link within it that links back to you. So for example, if I could click on Brightleaf Landscaping here, and it took me back to their website, that's all a backlink is. That would be a backlink. And then a referring domain is just a website that has their link within it. So they have 65 websites linking back to them with a total of 126 backlinks. So we can go in and we can see which websites are bringing them power. So Expertise, websites like Expertise and Yellow Pages and Kev's Best and whatnot, business directories like that, they're always going to have a pretty good domain rating, which is the power scale basically, and it's usually like above 60. And then they're here, First Landscaping Tips. So this is probably like a blog or something, and they're actually hidden. Their URL is hidden under an image, so you just click the image and it brings them back. Your Reekster, I'm not sure what this is, probably something like a blog, or a guest post. And all a guest post is whenever a website allows you to pay to have your URL or your domain name listed within the website that links back to your website. For like $5 to $20 is a good baseline, depending on the authority of the website, what their DR is. And it can go up to $100, but that just all depends on the website that you're buying from. And then they got a blog here, looks like maybe another blog here, but a blog is really good because when you do that and you put out, a blog onto a different website, when Google indexes that and they see that you're writing out content for another page solely just to inform the public on the internet, they see that as you giving value out for asking nothing in return, and Good Samaritans are gold in Google's eyes. So that's something you're definitely going to want to do, or have a blog page within inside your website. That way you can, add more content as you keep going throughout the years. Without having to continue to rearrange your website and write more just on your website about nonsense probably. And one more thing, irrelevant content on your website, like if you just wrote a paragraph that had nothing to do with anything and you listed keywords within that, when Google indexes your site and they're trying to find the words that you want to be ranking for and they see all of that within a nonsensical paragraph, they're not going to rank you because they'll see that as spam. You're always going to want to stay away from spam. And then the same with backlinks. Not all backlinks are created equally. So if you had a pizza link linking back to you, they're going to see that, oh, this pizza place is linking back to a landscaping company, That doesn't make sense. We're not going to transfer the power. So you always want to stay relevant to your industry and what you do at all times when it comes to trying to rank on Google, no matter what it is you're doing, backlinks and content-wise. But if we kept going, we could see they're on like contractors up, whatever this is, GU dang. I'm not even going to try and pronounce all that. It's just a blog here, another one. Evergreens Ferns, Super Media, so Super Pages here. Landscapers up, so it would be like contractors up. Another blog, Landscaping Services, another blog here. And so it looks like they have a lot of blogs. So either guest posting or blogs is what you're going to really have to focus on. That way you get all that credibility and authenticity back to your website. And then the last thing I want to talk to you about is citations. And all a citation is your business's name, address, and phone numbers listed throughout the web. You're going to list those throughout the web inside of directories. And a directory is just websites that allow you to do that. So things like Yellow Pages and 3 Best Rated and Kev's Best and whatnot. And if we go back, you're already listed in like Angie's, Yelp, Get Persona, Yahoo, Thumbtack, Open Corporates, and then probably a whole bunch of other ones if I went through all of Google. But after you get your website built, you're going to want to make sure that you go back and you link your website to all of those directories. That way you get some of that power back and whatnot. Same with the backlink. And then the map pack is really important when it comes to Googling on people's phones, because when you're Googling on your phone landscaping Durham, instead of a website button, it's going to be a click to call button. And whenever obviously people are going to be calling their businesses from just looking this up right here, trying to get quotes and whatnot. So it's really important to get listed in the map pack, and before you get like the top 5 positions, you got to be ranking within the organic section. So like Brightleaf Landscaping, they're the first organic website to pop up when I look up Landscaping Durham, North Carolina. So that's the reason they're getting all of that traffic. And I hope that this video was helpful for you. I do offer these services, so if this is something you feel like you might be interested in, feel free to give me a call back. My number is 812-827-3138. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.